What is up, everybody? Renfail here, and I'm finally diving into my Ranger build guide, or my Archer build guide, because they're called Archers here, but you know what I'm talking about. I play Archers / Rangers in pretty much every game I play, so if you've been around the channel for any length of time, you've seen this happen before in other games. So we're going to be talking about the Archer in Dragon's Dogma 2, the way I play my Archer, what I've taken so far. I'm not early in the game, but I'm like 15 plus hours in, rank 6 on my archer vocation. My main pawn is rank 6 in theirs as well. And I'm going to be taking you through the weapons skills, core skills, and augments that I've been using to play my character. Now, the caveat here is this is my character. I'm not playing based on someone else's build or guide. I'm playing it the way that I want to play. I'm playing on the controller, on the PS5, for those of you who need to know those types of things. This class has been an absolute blast to play. I've been genuinely impressed with how good it feels. So let's talk about the early stages of the Archer, because we are, rank 6 is, we're getting through the vacation, but we're still sort of early on in the gameplay. And let's talk about the core weapon skills you're going to be getting, the weapon skills out of the gate. So these are where I'm at right now, what I've unlocked, but the ones I'm using are Manifold Shot, Deathly Arrow, Torrent Shot, and the Erupting Shot. Those are the 4 that I'm currently choosing to use. Now, these were different things before we started. So Manifold Shot was originally Barrage Shot. Deathly Arrow was originally Dire Arrow. Torrent Shot was originally, I think Torrent Shot's the same. I haven't upgraded that one yet. Erupting Shot was originally Exploding Shot. Now, when you start off the game, you get Barrage right out of the gate. It's a pretty good ability, so just upgrade that as quickly as possible. Take Dire Arrow as soon as you can, and then upgrade it as soon as you can. Torrent Shot works great, and then Exploding Shot is really good. But the caveat here is that you need specific arrows. So if you're going to be taking Erupting Shot, you have to have these arrows, which I don't want to show you right quite yet because I'm in the vocation menu, and I'll have to come back into this. So the big thing to know is that your Tarring Shot, Drenching Shot, and Erupting Shot all require special arrows to use, so you'll need to find those at vendors. You also loot them along the way. I don't know that I've come across any recipes to make them yet, but anyway, these ones require arrows. Just remember that. But I use Erupting Shot. I have the advanced form because you can jump on a mob and like stab it in their back and then jump off and it blows up inside of them. It's really cool. They do tons of damage. It's really, really awesome, but I save those for boss fights because if you use them on weak enemies, it's a total waste of an arrow. And I think the cheapest I found them is like 50 golden arrows, so it's, they can get kind of pricey. And I've never found more than like 10 on any given merchant, so they're really, they're a precious commodity, and I do reserve them for the boss fights. As far as the core skills go, I've only gone with 2. I took Swift Knock as soon as I was able to get it. It's a passive that enables you to knock arrows more quickly when using loose or steady shot. And I chose Parting Shot, which allows you to, you have to, when you're up against a mob, and instead of just doing the melee kick, you jump in the air, do the kick, and then it'll launch themselves off the mob like that right there, and then you hit the square button and he does a fire combo as he's jumping back. Now you could also do Leaping Punt, which is the same thing but without the it's a knockback without an arrow, so it's just a different version of that. I chose to take the Parting Shot. Puncture Dart, I didn't think, it didn't look worthwhile to me because I don't like to stay in one place. I like to move around. So because I want to be versatile, Swift Knock worked really good, and Party Shot's great for being able to run around the battlefield, jump onto things, and catapult yourself off in a different direction. Now augments, I'm running all 3 of these. Ambuscade, which increases damage dealt by your attacks when targets are not in battle stance. I've got Endurance, which increases my maximum stamina. And I have Radiance, which causes my lantern to consume less oil and illuminate a wider area. Now, again, I'm relatively early on in the game. I'm 15 hours in, rank 6 on my vocation. I still haven't unlocked these augments over here, which is lethality or avidity. Enables you to climb up cliffs and scale foes and other surfaces more quickly. Lethality increases damage dealt when striking a target's vitals. I'm assuming those just come as you get deeper into the vocations, so we're just waiting to see when we get those. We're rank 6, so I'm going to be taking the archer all the way to the cap because, and I have another video I want to make about this, but the magic archer turns out is not in the early parts of the game. So I was surprised by that. I don't want to say disappointed. That's not the word I would use. It was just like, oh, okay. So I'm expected to carry Archer for a long way with me. And if I wanted to, I could probably start taking bits and pieces of like Sorcerer to back myself up. And I may end up doing that. We'll see. But the big thing is that getting to Magic Archer is a bit. So you're going to be sticking with Archer for a while. So it's if you like the bow play and the way this class plays, you might as well just stick with it and play it all the way through. So that's what I've chosen to do with mine. Now, my pawn, because this is important, because the pawn is what allows me to do what I do with my archer. So my pawn is set up as a fighter. They are using, as far as augments go, they have metal, provocation, and through, which is great because I definitely give them more things to carry all the time, and the threat is huge. I have chosen to focus on, I don't have any core skills right now at the moment. I may end up taking some of these, we'll see, but that hasn't been a really big deal for me yet. But the weapon skills are the things that for me have been very important. Specifically, where's it at here? Is it Shield Drum? Yeah, so Shield Drum is an advanced form of shield summons that carries further, drawing the ire of even distant targets. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. This ability was a huge, huge boon to me as soon as I was able to get it, because it's essentially they could draw the aggro. So if you get aggro by accident, your pawn will do a very good job of getting it back. So I have found in fights, generally speaking, it's like playing an MMO. You need to let your tank go in first, so use light fire and just use your like general abilities, your general fire or things of that nature. Don't go in with guns blazing, hitting your big abilities right out of the gate, because you're going to get nailed. So just go light for the first few seconds of a fight, let your tank get the aggro, and then you can go hard and heavy after that. I'm also using Cloudward Slash, which is an advanced form of Airwind Slash, which is to reach greater heights and inflict greater harm, and it's also employable in midair. This is for things like harpies, and also just other targets in general. The Burst Strike is an advanced form of Blink Strike, which allows them to basically charge a target, which is really good for running in. And then I've also got Shield Pummel, which is an advanced form of Shield Bash that strikes the target twice. But the big one for me was getting Shield Summons and then Shield Drum, because that allows me to allows them to hold the aggro while I pew pew from a distance. And then from there, if you've watched any of my videos, I run a here, I'll show you guys here real quick. I'm not in combat right now, so I don't think there's any combat to be seen, but I can show you my
glad to be of service, sir.
Show you my other characters here real quick, so you can go outside here. You're right around the corner. I've got a mage who does my heals, and I've got a sorcerer who does DPS. And I've generally tried to stick to, I mean, they kind of all have their own unique way of doing things, but I really like when you get like the mage who's a healer and does ice or fire, because it complements whatever the sorcerer is doing. So that's how I've chosen to play my archer in the game, and the group makeup that we have. Essentially, my pawn runs in, gets all the aggro, takes everything, and then the rest of us just hang back. They rain down fire and lightning and ice, and wind, and I'm just like pew 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 pew. And because these guys also buff my bow when I'm in combat, I do lots of elemental damage, whether it's fire or lightning. It's really cool. I'm having a lot of fun with the archer. I don't plan on speccing into anything else at this point in time, and I'll probably come out with an advanced archer guide at some point down the road. But this is my early sort of beginner's guide to the archer build in Dragon's Dogma 2, and hopefully you found that useful. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams here and on Twitch. I play a lot of games. Check out the playlists. There's a Patreon, a Discord. See everybody in the next one. Cheers, guys.